In Victorian England, childhood was defined by a strict set of social expectations. Children were brought up in a highly regulated atmosphere, where they were generally expected to be seen and not heard. The author Charles Dodgson was a product of this environment. Born to parents who were religious conservatives and first cousins, he spent his life navigating severe physical ailments, including a chronically weak chest, deafness in one ear, and a debilitating stutter. Professionally, Dodgson found refuge in structure. He spent his entire career at Christ Church College, Oxford, working as a professor of mathematics. He lived in a stable, rational world of proof and geometry, where parallel lines could never meet. Looking at his life, there is an obvious contradiction. A conservative academic devoted entirely to strict rationality somehow wrote one of the most famously illogical stories in the English language. But the mathematics didn't conflict with his writing. By drawing on mathematical conundrums and strategy games, Dodgson used his academic discipline as a tool to explore the outer limits of human logic. The catalyst for that exploration happened during a boat trip down the river in Oxford, accompanied by a young girl named Alice Liddell. To entertain Alice and her siblings on the trip, Dodgson stepped outside the rigid boundaries of his life and began improvising a wildly imaginative tale. The story opens as the main character, Alice, follows a white rabbit underground. She plunges down a seemingly endless, twisting shaft. As she falls, Alice attempts to apply real-world reasoning to the situation. She begins speculating about her rate of travel and accurately calculates that she has fallen nearly 4,000 miles. But when she reaches the bottom, she discovers a strange new environment. Here, the normal rules of Victorian society and the basic laws of physics are entirely suspended. The loss of these familiar rules creates a vacuum. It suggests that once the laws of physics and social behavior are removed, the very definition of what is true begins to dissolve. As Alice ventures deeper, she meets characters who completely reject the behavioral norms expected of a Victorian adult. At the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, the participants effortlessly discard foundational rules of language. They twist definitions and manipulate sentences to suit their own momentary whims. Other characters possess specific mathematical anxieties. Humpty Dumpty, for instance, grows visibly nervous when attempting basic subtraction to figure out how many unbirthdays he has in a 365-day year. Then there is the daydreaming knight. Dodgson uses his clumsy, overcomplicated methods, such as his absurd strategy for getting over a gate, as a satirical lens for analyzing strict deductive reasoning. This diagram illustrates a timeline showing how Dodgson escalated these paradoxes in the sequel, Through the Looking Glass. He designed a world where the sequence of cause and effect is entirely reversed. In this kingdom, criminals are actively punished before their crimes are even committed. These continuous logical puzzles demonstrate the fallibility of human reasoning. They show exactly how applying the right thinking to the wrong situation yields a wrong answer. By satirizing his own academic discipline, Dodgson illustrates that even the most rigorous logical system fails when it is detached from basic common sense. Beyond the playful paradoxes, there is an atmosphere of perilous unpredictability that pervades Wonderland. Everyone is constantly on edge. The Duchess is often suddenly rude and violently dismissive toward Alice, while the Queen of Hearts repeatedly demands executions for minor infractions. Through these encounters, child readers were explicitly exposed to difficult topics like adult irrationality and mortality. But the true crisis at the center of the story is internal. Amidst the chaos of Wonderland, Alice constantly struggles to maintain a stable sense of self. This reaches a peak during her confrontation with the caterpillar. After physically changing size so many times, Alice confesses that she can no longer explain who she is. The physical dangers of Wonderland are secondary to a more profound psychological threat, the slow unraveling of identity that occurs when a person's foundational rules for reality no longer apply. In the Victorian era, individuals with mental illness or physical disabilities were routinely locked away and hidden from society. Dodgson's novel takes a far more enlightened view. In Wonderland, irrational or different behavior is framed as a positive, liberating force that allows characters to operate without societal constraints. As the first female lead in children's literature, Alice navigates this space as a fiercely unique, brave, and rebellious heroine. Validating these irrational ways of thinking provided an early glimpse into the logic of dreams, exploring the subconscious long before it became a formal focus of modern psychology. The publication of the book immediately catapulted the real Alice Liddell to unexpected global fame. Decades later, the text deeply influenced the Surrealist movement. Artists like Salvador Dalí heavily admired Carroll's ability to seamlessly combine reality, fantasy, and the uncanny. Successive generations of modernist writers, including James Joyce, took the book's intense focus on language and perception seriously. Its exploration of reversed realities and reversed punishments would also endure, finding echoes in the work of visual artists and authors of darker dystopian fiction. The work of a conservative mathematics professor remains a timeless piece of literature because it demands that we push back against the mundane adult world. It asks us to embrace imagination, curiosity, and just plain weirdness.